Salam everyone, welcome to this Quranic Arabic course where we're only focusing on Quranic Arabic. We're not delving that deep into all the Arabic grammar and rules, and a lot of you have been finding that really helpful, especially if traditional Arabic learning has not helped you understand the Quran. So if you're new to the channel, I do recommend watching the playlist 1 where we do Surah Mu'minun because that covers a lot of basics, and then you can catch up on these videos. And if you're a returning subscriber and you're finding these really helpful, you can actually support the channel by liking and commenting on these videos and sharing them with your friends and family. The more you like and comment, the more YouTube is going to share these videos with others, so you'll actually help spread these lessons, and inshallah you'll help benefit other people. So do engage with us. Thank you, and Jazakallah khair.
Okay,
One more thing. So we started doing like a different approach because you guys are now on step 2, I think. So what we're doing now is instead of breaking word by word, we're trying to, when you recite a verse, you pick out a phrase or like a segment of the verse and try to make sense of the verse as a whole or a segment of the verse as a whole. So try doing that instead of word by word, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will like speed up how quickly you understand verses. So it'll inshallah help.
Okay. So now I have to recite the whole and
Yeah, or you don't have to recite the whole, but try and see if you can pick out phrases. So for example, this 174. So وَاتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ is kind of, for me, that's a natural pause for some reason. I don't know
okay.
if you would identify that, but for me, that's like, oh, and they take besides Allah. Then I would in my head read آلِهَةً لَعَلَّهُمْ يُنصَرُونَ, that they take beside Allah false gods so that they would help them. لَعَلَّهُمْ يُنصَرُونَ. So it's just to try and train your brain to speed up comprehension, basically.
Okay.
But initially you might
Okay.
where the segments end, but like inshallah with training you will know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So واتخذوا من دون الله واتخذوا من دون الله and take. So I can't, when you say they take, I can't see the they.
That's correct. So it seems like a command almost, but it's not. That would be اتخذوا من دون الله. Like, oh well, actually, this for some reason for this verb, even though this looks like a command, it is plural and it's they. They have taken, so the waw and alif at the end tells you a bit about the plurality. And of course, God wouldn't say take beside God other.
Yeah, exactly.
So context also helps.
But also when you say other, min duni, like min is from, dunillah, is that do is besides or?
Beside Allah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So they take besides Allah, aliha. Is that like plural ilah?
Yeah.
Okay, so they take besides Allah other ilah, other gods, لعلهم, so they ينصرون, so they are nasara. So so which so they think that these gods can help them.
Exactly. And la'allahum is so that they remember la'alla.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that they, yes, not so they. So that they, yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very good.
Okay.
I was just gonna say,
Thank you.
I think, because I guess earlier, Irfan, was your question like why they, like, I guess with the other ones where usually it's they, there's like a ya in front of it or something? Is that
Yeah, it's just something that indicates they, whom, yeah, something.
Yeah, I think it's the u at the end because I think usually like if it's present you have the ya in the beginning and then the una at the end. But if it's past, when you have the u, like the long u in the past, usually that's like they.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because technically I think the verb would be past, right? Because they've
Yeah.
translated it. Yeah, so I think that's
Mm.
what.
So they have taken, yeah, okay. Tamam.
But you
Thank you.
see how it could also be a command, like اتخذوا.
Because I think maybe because this is like because like with takhada, because I think the past would have been like takhada and then the like past plural like he took would have been takhada and then they took would have been takhadu. So I think it's slightly different.
But then
Yeah.
if we wanted to make it into a command, like
Mhm.
take God as a refuge, for example, let's say, then wouldn't there be this alif still? That's what I'm confused about. Because this alif I usually associate with a command form.
Oh, I think yeah, I think this is maybe like attakhada because of the wa, then it became like
Hmm.
attakhad, like if that makes sense. But yeah, the ittakhadu would have been the command form.
Okay. So I guess we need to keep in mind also the what do you call the sign on it, whether it's attakhadu
Yeah,
or ittakhadu. So ittakhadu would be the command. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Good. Hiba, you're next.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم so la is obviously not نصرهم is them being helped or yeah وهم لهم جند محضرون
So this one was tricky. Actually, I just remembered we did this last week, but I think 76 we didn't do. So we're repeating two verses. So basically, this was very interesting because this last phrase, وَهُمْ لَهُمْ جُنْدٌ مُحْضَرُونَ, it was translated so differently by different translators. So لا يستطيعون نصرهم, like they are not able to help them. And then this part, hum and lahum, it depends whether this is idols or this is pagan. So the first meaning could be wahum lahum jundum muhdharun, that the idols, this one, the idols are to them a jund, which means force or an army, and muhdharun is like gathered. So it's that these idols will be gathered against the pagans as an army on the day of judgment, like a force against them, to witness against them. That was one meaning. And then the other could also be that even if the idols were wahum lahum, for them, for the pagans, a dedicated army. So even if the idols were like an army, they wouldn't be able to help them. And then the last one was that if this home is considered to be the pagans and that's the idols, then it's that the idols can't help the pagans, even though the pagans are like an army, or they're so dedicated and devoted to the idols, like they're a force gathered for them. So even though they serve the idols as dedicated guards, so it could mean any of these three things. Allah knows best what is the actual meaning. But it could be that all three are also that God wanted all three meanings, so that's why this was the phrasing. So we don't know.
Can I ask something?
Mhm.
What is the like root word for yastati'u?
Oh,
Set.
it's I'm trying to write it down.
Istata,
Yeah.
which means help, or I didn't get that.
Ability.
Ability, okay.
So,
Istata,
or istitiyar, yeah. So,
istata.
seen, ta, and ayn. So, yastatiya. Yastatiya. Ability or able to do something or not to do something.
Tamam, okay.
Okay. Good job. Okay, Awa, your turn.
I think I also did this one last time. And فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون. So don't let their word sadden you. Indeed, we know what they conceal and what they reveal.
I think qawlu is plural. Qawluhum. Qawlahum would be singular. So it's don't let their words sadden you or grieve you. And then this one, the root word was hazan, meaning sadness or grief. And yeah, we know, so sirra wa alaniya is, doing something in secret versus alaniya from like i'lan to do something like publicly and declare it. Okay. So that's it for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Let me know how you found the lesson, and if you've got any questions, also share with your friends and family so that they can also benefit. And remember us in your prayers. Keep revising. Assalamu alaikum.